I'm 35 years old and I'm attempting to put on more muscle than I've ever had before in the past, and I want to look better than anyone in any Marvel movies. I know I cannot be a bodybuilder at this age. I don't think I could build a ton of muscle without using gear, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to try to put on as much muscle as I can while staying lean, because the first thing I had to do was lose a lot of weight. I was 50 pounds overweight. Hold on, let me show you a picture. This was me at my heaviest. I was at 230 and I was severely overweight. I'm 5'11". Oh, just say you're 5'10". I know. I wish I was 6 feet too. So I'm 5'11", and for me, the healthy weight would be 177 and under. Right here, I was 230, so I was over 50 pounds overweight. So the first phase of this was to lose weight and to get it at a healthy weight. I also wanted to be pretty lean. I used to be lean in my early 20s. I was actually very lean, very ripped, decent muscle size. For the time, for being 22 years old, I wasn't huge. I wasn't on gear, but I definitely had some muscle mass. And over the years, I just gained weight, as you can see. So I wanted to get down to around the same weight or close to the same weight that I was in my early 20s. So for reference, this is what it looked like in my early 20s. I was 22 years old here. So about 13 years ago, I was trying to get somewhere close to this. This took me about almost 2 years to attain from where I started, as I was 20, just turned 21. Towards the end of 22, this is what it looked like. And this is what I got down to. I got down to about 165. So lighter than I wanted to be, because I don't want to be skinny either or too light. But I was at 165 right here. So I was at 230 over here, 165. So I lost about, do the math, and we get about 65 pounds, right? So that's a lot of weight to lose. So this is when I stopped my cutting. I was eating about anywhere between 1,500 to 1,800 calories, way below my deficit, super below my deficit. So at this point, I decided, you know what, I'm going to reverse diet. I know some people say just jump to your maintenance. But I mean, after losing 65 pounds, I didn't want to hop up in my calorie intake too high. I wanted to kind of gauge it and try to find what my maintenance calories were and slowly increase my intake week by week to see how much I'm gaining. Because I know when you're bulking, lean bulking, you should be gaining anywhere between half a pound to 1 pound per week, just to make sure you're not getting too much fat. And at the same time, when you start increasing your calorie intake right away, you gain about 2 to 3 pounds right off the bat because of the water intake that you're now getting from what you were being depleted from. I forgot to mention, when I was at 165 and I stopped doing my cut, it was early September, and from that point on I started, like I said, gradually increasing my intake. I'm also a data analyst, so I like to analyze things. I like to make sure I'm doing things very meticulously and recording everything to make sure I'm doing things right. So from that point on, at 165, I started increasing my calorie intake. As of now, I am 173. So I have gained about 8 pounds in about 2 months. So more or less on the track to gain the muscle like I want to, just to do a lean bulk. This was taken about a week ago. This is me at 172. I've probably gained a pound since then. But yeah, my progress is going really well. I'm trying to see how much I can gain or when I will plateau. I think I still have those newbie gains because I haven't really actually bulked ever in my life. I've always just dirty bulked or got really lean, lost weight. But as far as lean bulk, this is the first time I've done it. So I mean, I should say I've never lean bulked. I bulked, but like the terrible way of eating whatever you wanted and lifting heavy. But this is the first time I'm trying to do it right. I'm not trying to lose any not too much definition, and I will lose some regardless. But I have learned that you don't have to eat so much to gain muscle. After a certain point of eating more than your maintenance, you're just gaining fat, you're not gaining muscle. So I'm teetering that line. I'm trying to be within maintenance and just increasing slightly every week until I notice that I stop or that I'm getting too much weight, then I'll drop it. But trying to find the maintenance and add some surplus so I could kind of gain more muscle as much as I can without losing that. So my whole experiment is to see how much muscle you can gain as a 35-year-old man, lifting as heavy as you can and being in a slight surplus or just at maintenance. So far so good. I've gained about 7 pounds. Let's see how far I can take this. Anyone who's watching my journey, thanks for watching, and stay tuned.